Here we are, John Stretch Park, beginning my ride from here southbound to I-75 for this next section of trail. Adrenaline's going so much right now, I forgot to, show how I cross this, but basically there's a median barrier here. You just kind of go down a little bit and then back up, just maybe 30 feet, 40 feet if that, and then you're back up over here at Miami Canal. That's Lake Okeechobee over there in the distance. You can't see it. We're just going to continue down this way along the Florida Trail. Very nervous about this one because this is about a 60+ mile stretch here of trail that I'm going to try to do on my bike. Hopefully I make it there before sundown. If not, I got my headlamp lights in case I need to do it in the dark a little bit, but the goal is to hopefully do this in one day while the sun is in the sky. This road condition should be fine, I think, but the wind and if there's any locks or gates that I'm going to have to navigate around. I did my research. I think I should be good. I got my permit for Seminole County, or the Seminole Reservation there, so it's time to cruise. During this trip, I'm also acting as a trail angel as well. I got a backpack full of snacks here for any hikers I see along the way. We'll see who's out here on trail. Starting off before 7 a.m. I know I have to cruise 7-8 miles an hour to complete this in time for this first stretch going along this Miami Canal Road. First challenge of the day. This road, unfortunately, this canal road is a lot bumpier than I expected, but if you stay over here to the left or all the way over there to the right, it's a little bit smoother. But as you can see, these little bumps are brutal. So this slowed down progress immediately, which I was not expecting. Yeah, we'll see if this doesn't end up flattening out here in a little bit, because this is going to slow progress. So hopefully, we get something smooth up ahead, because this could be some slow going if it's like this. There's like a little section on like the right, I guess what would be a shoulder if there was one here. This is smooth. So we're kind of back to cruising here. That scared me for a second because that would have been a major wrench in the old schedule here if I had to deal with these little bumps for this whole stretch here along this canal. Check out the canal, how you see the fog or the steam coming up off the water. It's pretty cool. Now we're coming up to Rogers, so we're gonna take a right here, and this looks like a paved road, so should be smooth sailing here. We can crush the miles here, go a little bit faster. No headwind yet. Gonna be a beautiful day. This is crazy how the railroads just go right through these sugarcane fields. Our pace is roughly 12 miles an hour, which is great. I didn't even know this beach cruiser could go up to that speed. Whenever there's flat surface like pavement, I know I have to go a little bit faster because things will definitely slow down when you're on the gravel or dirt road. Bridge crossing here, so I think it goes up here and then to the left, and then we shoot down over there. So we are coming up to where I was hoping we would see some hikers, because this is the junction where the Florida Trail goes right up here and intersects this road. Because this is the spot, right, where I'm going to deviate and follow this road south, but the actual Florida Trail goes up and around this way on the levee. And I don't see anyone up here that I can provide some trail magic to, unfortunately. This is where the trail would continue, up here and then over. Unfortunately, it's too grassy to ride my bike up that way. So since it's too grassy for me to continue this way, I'm just going to continue along the road south, along this, I think it's Evercane Road, I believe. No hikers here. Hopefully we'll see them at the next point I plan to stop at. So for any of y'all wondering if you get cell reception out here, you absolutely do. I have AT&T, and I believe I have all 5 bars, 5G. As you can see, there's phone towers out there. So you definitely do get reception. So this is where hopefully see some Florida hikers, but I don't see any. So just continuing southbound now. You got the levee up there to the right, and I knew this would be a gravelly, bumpy road, so progress has slowed considerably. I knew I had to get here, at least to this section, as fast as possible, because I knew this would slow me down, this road. But we'll be on this southbound for a little while. Hopefully catch a few southbound hikers, or maybe a few northbound. I don't know if anyone's going northbound this late for a through hike. Maybe we'll catch a few section hikers. I think we might be in luck here. We might have our first hikers up here. So we got Jelly and Timber.
Yeah.
And we got some trail magic for Jelly and Timber. Oh my gosh. Let me move out the way here. This is awesome, finally. I was hoping to run into someone today. So I got a whole backpack full of goodies. I got tuna fish, I got cheese sticks.
Oh, I'll take some crackers.
Yeah, take as much as you want.
Oh, this is great, thank you.
Have you seen anyone else out on trail?
No, not today.
So that was really cool to meet them. I spent about 20 minutes chatting with them, which was great. The headwind definitely picked up on this portion of trail. So this will make things a little bit slower moving forward. All right, we got our first gate to maneuver around here. Should be pretty easy, just a little up and over. Just like this. Boom. All right. Got a nice little upper body workout in there. So I made it to stop 5. I've got to put the old bike over the railing again. Oh, core workout. So there's actually a reroute for this particular section at this time, early in 2025. According to Far Out, we have to go down here and around to continue to the south side. We are stormwater treatment area 5-6. So you got bathrooms over here, picnic table here. Nice little area to stop and hang out in the shade. You can camp here if you're hiking the Florida Trail, if you're through hiking. I think somewhere out in here, you just need to obtain a special user license. It's easy enough to follow. You just follow the link on Far Out, and I believe you can camp out over here without any issues. We're all done over there at the picnic table, getting back on the bike, fueled up, getting charged, charging up my camera, charging up my phone with this phone holder slash charger slash headlight. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, time-wise, I think we're looking good. The pace is good. Go through this yellow gated section over here. You know, normally it's over there, like the main trail, but that's closed. So you got to go through this way. So this, we just gonna go up and over. Just like that. Okay. Walk around there. So I believe that's it. It did say something about the yellow gate. So you just go through there and then the reroute. Ah, okay, here we go. Yeah. So this is the, I don't know if you can see it, but the official reroute here. So picture, you know, so the trailhead is where we were, and then you can rejoin the trail if you're heading northbound up here to the left. So this is yellow gate for the reroute. So as you can see, this length of trail, very flat, not too bumpy. You got a little bit of a headwind though. But the coolest thing about this heavy trail is you have gators all along this whole side here. They're like in there running offshore, splashing in the water, just cruising around in that canal. Look at it. They're all just swimming around, waiting for you. Look at that. You are fully exposed to the sun here. There is no shade, no coverage at all. So we are coming up to the end of the reroute here, heading southbound, and it looks like we just kind of go out and around to get back over there. So kind of just follow this road. See, there it is, White Blaze. Here we go, heading to the right. So it's pretty well marked. You can see the Florida Trail signs, no problem. So that's pretty easy to navigate for the reroute. And then we are back on the official Florida Trail. Yeah, I think we go this way. That's what it looks like. Oh, wait, maybe not. Hold up. No, I gotta go back this way. Okay, so you come from down there, and you take a right here over the bridge. There we go. Oh, you have to lift it up and over. Oh, my Lord. All right. You gotta make sure you have your permit at this point to go into the Seminole Reservation. So I'm good there. I passed that in earlier this week, like I mentioned before, and I got a copy on me. You have to get a notarized permit. I think it costs like $10 at a UPS or a pack mail. So that's what I did. And then you just upload a copy to the Google form. I can link all that stuff in this video. And then submit it, and then it's in their hands. I think the Florida Trail Association handles it for them. And then you just gotta make sure you have a physical copy and a digital copy on you, just in case when you're passing through here. 35 miles in on the day, and you know, excluding the rest stops and, you know, talking with the hikers, I'm about 4 hours in on biking. So that puts me around 9 miles an hour on average, which is great. That's a solid pace. It's a little bit above than what I was expecting. So that should put me in at a decent hour today, which is amazing. I'm very impressed I made it this far, this quick. The legs, the joints, the knee joints, the shoulders are definitely feeling it. 35 miles in here. But the wind has picked up considerably since I turned on this Seminole Reservation. Oh my God. This is crushing me. Oh, we finally made it to pavement. I have never been so thankful for pavement. We just came down from that dirt road there. That was brutal. Just wind in my face the whole entire time on gravel. God, there's just been wind this whole entire way along this preservation. Crazy. There on the left, looks like we got a rodeo. Oh, this wind is it's just non-stop. The pace has slowed down to a snail speed right now. If you're coming southbound and you're walking over there, like that trail on the other side of the canal, you got to make sure you turn off here, apparently, according to Faro, and then walk along the road here. I've been biking along this road, so good thing I saw that, because I almost went over there because there's no shoulder here. There might be a sidewalk over here, but you got to go along this road. Apparently over there is not the right spot, not the right location to walk the rest of the way into town. So over here is Big Cypress Landing. That's where you would go to resupply. It's a convenience store. Definitely recommend stopping there before heading the rest of the way through the reservation, because there's really nothing else after that point in regards to resupply. We have made it to the church. Let's see if we can pop in here, say hello. donate the rest of the food. So we got Pastor Payne right here. He's hooking me up with some club soda water here at the church, the New Testament church. I'm gonna donate whatever food I got left here. Got a bunch of stuff like cookies, chicken.
Yeah, that kind of stuff we put here. Some of it we put out in when we have a hiker change box. Nervous about the raccoons out there.
Yeah, right there. They're all over the place. I'll just
And,
fill up one of these here.
More snacky type stuff we leave in here. Kind of slowed down for the season, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still expecting more. We've had 125 here at once.
Oh wow, that's
So
a lot.
tents everywhere.
Tent City.
And
This
last
is awesome.
year we had 35 one night. They can make a fire.
Oh, very
we got
cool.
Power over there. We got water over there.
Oh, perfect.
Renovated this whole bathhouse. It was all falling down. The roof was caving in,
This looks amazing.
and so we raised some money. And,
Look at this. Oh wow, you got a whole shower here too. This looks great.
come around on this side.
Oh, there's more. Oh, you got a whole other side too, and the laundry, shower, laundry. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, so you mow this? You keep it
Yeah, we keep it.
manicured? Nice.
Like it was mowed just a day or two ago.
Oh, you got a picnic table back here too, and a bench. Very nice. Yeah, you could pop a few tents back here, no problem. Really nice.
I spent a couple nights
Wow.
back here.
You know, a lot of people stopping there. Go see Pastor Payne, and I think Lana was his wife's name. Really, really friendly people there. They'll help you out. They'll let you give you a place to camp and stay. It's just right across the way, right over there. Kind of set back a little bit from the main road, right next to the police station. As you saw, they have a lot of room back there for a lot of tents. You saw that extra space in the back there that I took you on a walk through. If it's open, we're gonna stop at that Billy Swamp Safari, get one of those famous Indian tacos. My legs and my butt are sore from this ride. I've done over 45 miles today. This is by far the most amount of miles I've ever done on a beach cruiser. So over here, I thought this was pretty cool to point out, is a golf and archery range. That's an interesting combination to have. So you can bring your golf clubs and then a set of arrows. Here it is, the Swamp Water Café. Highly recommended by Pastor Payne, so we are definitely going to stop in there for a quick little lunch break. I didn't even think about stopping here until Pastor Payne mentioned it, so we're going to pop in here, see if it's open. So just FYI, you got to go about a half mile to go eat here. I'm guessing. But look at this place. This is pretty cool. Got a whole like little zoo area. So we at the Swamp Water Cafe. We got the Indian taco. It's like a taco salad, actually. And we got a big old iced tea. They really do it up right here with the drinks, those big cups. And then out in the distance there, we got some cows grazing. Just leaving the Swamp Water Cafe. That was definitely worth the 0.5 miles to go in there, get some food. Honestly, that was such a nice, relaxing, tranquil, peaceful place with great food. Service was great. Really enjoyed that. Actually, that was much needed. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I sat down and started eating. That menu looked pretty good. They also had breakfast too. I wasn't sure I don't know what time they opened, but I saw breakfast on there, saw lunch, I think dinner too. I think we only have about 14 miles left to I-75, and I want to say 10 or 12 of those miles is in the wilderness. See, this was a great way to end this section, to end the, we're getting close to the end of the Seminole Reservation, but I'm actually glad I switched it up and went southbound so I could eat here for lunch. because I don't think I would have stopped here in the morning, right, with all that adrenaline rushing. I definitely would have passed right by this. And if I was going northbound, there's nowhere to eat really as you get closer to John Stretch Park. There's nothing out there. This worked out really well. So when you get to this bridge, you just go straight across. Don't deviate left or right, you go straight. We almost at the point where we veer off into the woods, which will be a nice change of scenery, because it's been pavement and dirt road for miles. Hopefully the woods will protect me from wind, and who knows what we'll see going down here. But as you can see, the Florida Trail blazes right there, the orange blazes. We are coming up to the end of the Seminole Reservation. This gate marks the border, and I am happy to be entering into Big Cypress, because that means there's only about 7 miles left. Oh man, so this section, I tell you, this section so far, since we turned off the main road, the main dirt road there, has been brutal. It's been riddled with limestone, rocks, pine cones. It's been absolutely atrocious to pedal through. I had to slow down my pace. I actually had to drop down a gear, and my beach cruiser does not have shocks. I have to go very slow. Now this section moving forward, I'm not sure. It could be limestone, it could be packed grass like this. So this Big Cypress section, North Cypress section, really hasn't been proving to be any easy to pedal through. It's the home stretch is going to be the hardest, the hardest 10 miles to pedal through. Wouldn't have it any other way. So we're coming up to Noble's campsite, right up here on the right, right off of the trail. Usually there's people down here. I do not see anyone. Oh well. I was hoping to see a few more hikers before I ended my route. As soon as I cross this gate, this threshold here, this section will be complete, baby. Holy shit. Unbelievable. I did it. I did it. My bike is intact. I'm intact. Let's close this gate. Oh my God. This was quite the ride. My body's aching, my knees hurt. I'm freaking exhausted. But going into this, I had a lot of doubts, a lot of fears about this. Ended up pretty much all being in my head though. You know, initially I thought this might be too long of a distance for me. I didn't know if I was gonna make it through. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get here before sundown. I wasn't sure if there's gonna be an issue with my bike. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get my bike through the entire way. I wasn't sure about the path conditions. I wasn't sure about the permit, if someone would stop me in Seminole riding my bike. Just goes to show, you know, a lot of this shit is mental. It's in your head. But I pushed through when physically I just couldn't do it anymore. Just, you know, mentally I kind of amped myself up and just pushed right through the pain here, which goes to show that your body can handle a lot more than you're capable of. But damn, this was another milestone, another ceiling broken. I thought last weekend was tough with Big Cypress, but this was brutal too. Both weekends were very tough, pushed my limits. Oh man. But that wraps up this segment of trail from John Stretch to I-75. I finished where I left off last weekend after Big Cypress. So I'm just knocking out these sections, knocking out my fears, pushing my body to new limitations each weekend. Which makes me think, you know, next up I do have the Lake Okeechobee region. It makes me think, you know, if I was able to pedal a beach cruiser 65 miles in one day before sundown, can I push the limit to 100 plus miles in one day and do the entire Lake Okeechobee for my next section of trail. To be determined. It was a great ride today, being a trail angel, as well as knocking out the section bike. I was able to pass out a few snacks and then donate the rest to the church, which great, made me feel good to give back, you know, pay it forward to all the good karma that's come my way during this trek of the Florida Trail. Just one quick shout out to Steve, who was able to give me a ride to my my starting point. Couldn't have done that without him, so always thankful to those that helped me out. Also thankful for the pains today at the church. They gave me a tour, they hooked me up with some water, gave me a little ditty bag, which was nice. Always give respect and a shout out to those that deserve it and those that help you out along the way.